Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I got a couple new coloring books from Dover Publishing. I placed an order last week and it came, wait, not last week. Today's Saturday. It was a couple days ago and it came really fast. And I just got a few books, but this one we actually got 2 copies of because at first I saw it and I thought this would be great for Keith. He would love it. And then I showed it to him and then I liked it when I watched the flip through of it. I was like, I think I want that too. So it's kind of funny for me. It's a different type of book, but this is the Creative Haven Western Screen Legends coloring book by Tim Foley. So I thought I'd flip through it and show you what it looks like. I came across a flip through of it on the three-eyed reader. I can't remember how I'm supposed to say her name. I forgot. Anyways, and so she always has really good flip throughs and they're silent, and sometimes I like that. Sometimes I like talky, sometimes I like silent, just depends. But I like watching her flip throughs when it's at nighttime and I'm watching something and I don't want to disturb Keith or anything. So like if he's sleeping, so I'll watch her stuff. But this is really cool. So it's Classic Stars of the Old West. It says it was $5.99 on the Dover website, and striking illustrations celebrate some of the most memorable Western actors of the silver screen and television. Ready to color portraits featuring John Wayne, Maureen O'Hara, Clint Eastwood, Jimmy Stewart, Randall Scott, Jack Palance, Gene Autry, Barbara Stanwyck, Chuck Connors, the Rifleman. I love that show. Cleavon Little, James Arness, and many others. It includes brief bios and fun facts. And so I told you guys before I had some points built up on the Creative Haven or the Dover Publications website. I had $15 in rewards, and I actually got these 2 plus 2 other coloring books, and I paid $1 of my own money plus shipping. So that was pretty good. But I'm just going to go ahead and just dive right in. So here is what like one of the images looks like colored. So they are those woodcut style, which is not for everybody, and I didn't know if I would like this or not, but I wanted to give it a try. And I really like the dedication on this book because it reminds me of my own dad so much. It says, "This one is for my father who never missed an opportunity to fall asleep in his easy chair watching an old Western on TV." And that touched me because that reminds me of my dad. I grew up watching Westerns, knowing a lot about Westerns and everything. So, and then Keith loves Westerns, and his dad, like right now while I'm filming this, is upstairs watching, I think, an episode of The Virginian. So it's like Westerns are prominent in my life. So this one is James Arness from Gunsmoke. And then on the back, there is like a brief bio about each person. So that's kind of nice. These pages are perforated. Here's Gene Autry. He was a singing cowboy. Miss Kitty. It's Amanda Blake as Miss Kitty. And I'm just really excited to color these. Like I said, I've never had any woodcut coloring books before. So I thought that would be really neat. Here's Walter Brennan. Chuck Connors. I love The Rifleman. I love that show. I love the beginning when it shows him walking and then all of a sudden he whips out his rifle. It's great, you know. I know, I'm kind of goofy, but... So that's why we wanted 2 copies of this, because there were some that I knew I would want to color and Keith wanted to color too. Gary Cooper. High Noon, of course. Here's Marlene Dietrich. Robert Duvall. I think this one's from Lonesome Dove. Clint Eastwood, the man with no name. I'm a big Clint Eastwood fan, you guys. I mean, his Western movies, I absolutely love them. I can watch them all day long. I love them. I like his Dirty Harry movies too, but yeah, gotta love those Westerns. A lot of people like Unforgiven, but as his best movie, Clint Eastwood's, but I liked Pale Rider a lot better than Unforgiven. But definitely I liked like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I can't do that. Wah, 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 Here's Jack Elam, who isn't exactly the most handsome fella, but very recognizable. Sam Elliott. And what cracks me up about this particular illustration is that's, I mean, Sam Elliott looking like a cowboy, but that's from The Big Lebowski. Here we have James Garner, Maverick. Lauren Green and the gang from Bonanza. Yeah. We watched a lot of Bonanza in this house. Actually, we just got done watching an episode where Haas was in jail for, he killed somebody, but it was because the guy was assaulting a lady and he stepped in to help and he ended up wrestling for the gun and it went off and Haas was innocent, but he was getting framed for a murder. And there's little Joe, who always wears the green jacket, of course, but I'm told Keith, I said, I'm going to color his jacket purple just to be different. Here we have William Holden. You didn't know you were going to get such a commentary from me, right? When I did this flip. Katie Gerard. Now, I don't know, is it Gerardo? I'm not familiar with her from, let's see. Oh, The Wild Bunch. I haven't watched The Wild Bunch, but that is on my list of things to watch. I just got a book for Christmas with, by Joe Bob Briggs that's about some different movies that are considered movies that changed history in Hollywood, and the Wild Bunch is one of them. And I read the chapter on it, and I'm really looking forward to watching it. And we actually have it. Keith is like, you know, it's really violent, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll watch it. Alan Ladd. You can tell he's a good guy because he's got the sun rays behind him and everything. Cleavon Little. And this is from, what's the name of that movie? Blazing Saddles. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to bump the camera. Blazing Saddles, yeah. Vera Miles. Maureen O'Hara. And, you know, I really don't like this picture of her. The way the woodcut looks on her face, it definitely does not make her look anywhere nearly as beautiful as she was. Maureen O'Hara, so lovely, always so lovely. So I'm not really crazy about that particular photograph of her. Jack Palance. There's Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. Catherine Ross. She looks pretty there. And, you know, she's married to Sam Elliott. Randolph Scott. Barbara Stanwyck. Jimmy Stewart, the man who shot Liberty Valance, right? Among many, many others. Dusty Rides Again is talking about the different movies he was in. How the West Was Won, Dusty Rides Again, Broken Arrow, The Naked Spur, The Man from Laramie, lots of ones for Jimmy Stewart. This is Woody Strode. We just watched a movie with him in it the other day. What was it? Oh, there goes my phone ringing. Sorry about that. Let's ignore it for a second. I know. It's my mom calling me back. I just called her a minute ago. I should have turned it on silent before I... Okay, I know what movie it was with Woody Strode we were watching the other day. The Dirty Dozen. That's what it was. West Study. I think that was The Dirty Dozen. Lee Van Cleef. He always looks sinister. And John Wayne, of course. The Duke, who my husband is a big fan. He always says to me, well, little sister. And then he'll go on to say something to me. He always does this. Always talks like John Wayne all the time. Richard Widmark. Guess I should get my hand off of it, huh? Marie Windsor. That might be the end of it. Yep. And then here's the colored version of Jack Elam. I'm like, of all the portraits that they could have shown colored in, why did they have to pick Jack Elam? but still. So I don't know. This is a really fun book. I mean, it's totally not something that you guys would probably expect to see me doing a video about, but I really, really like it. I'm really glad to have it and add it to my collection. And then I also picked up 2 more small coloring books from Dover, and I'm going to do those in a video in just a minute. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little Western commentary, and I will see you in the next video.